What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Oleksandr Usyk, Anthony Joshua, 2 times. Oleksandr Usyk defeats Anthony Joshua. Let me go blow by blow. This is the actual breakdown and fight study, okay? Round 1. AJ came in, going to the body like he promised, going straight rights, left hooks to the body. Usyk really didn't throw a lot. I think it took Usyk a while to figure out what Joshua was going to do. The second round, Usyk came through, and I think it was one of those situations where Usyk was then starting to throw the jab. You know, the jab was more authoritative by Anthony Joshua. You know, he was still going to the body. Round 3, Usyk landed a straight left that got AJ's attention, okay? And again, Usyk really wouldn't fired up like he was. You know, AJ was still going to that body, okay? Rounds 4, AJ gets stumped, like he gets buckled by like a jab. It kind of puts him off setting, you know, and then he still comes down to the body. Good stuff from both fighters, though. It was pretty still even. Round 5, Joshua started landing this left hook to the body, and he started to cuff the head of Usyk, which he's known to do, okay? So, he was throwing these uppercuts to the body. Round 6 went, Joshua actually had a better round that round because he was going to the body. But what started happening, Usyk started to really pick up the pace, and he started throwing this right hook and straight left. Okay, so the right hook was countering the jab, and then that straight left was right down the middle. Beautiful, beautiful demonstration of offense by Usyk. Round 7, I think Joshua caught Usyk with something and hurt him for the first time. And then because of that went, what, I thought that was Loma for a minute. I could have sworn Loma was there somewhere. But Joshua tried to capitalize on it. Usyk held for the first time. He got out of that onslaught. Round 8, Usyk came back, still throwing these rapid-fire punches. Not really a lot on him. They were just kind of arm punches, you know what I mean? And he was landing on that. Round 9, Joshua opened up a can of whoop-ass and started landing these shots and had Usyk on Queer Street. Joshua tried to get him in there and get him out of there. You know, I think he ran out of gas. He caught him with a right, then a left hook, then a right uppercut, then a right, then another right, then another right, then a left hook. Then he tried to hit him with a hammer fist, which was crazy. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? He was like Conor McGregor fighting Mayweather in there. Round 10, Usyk comes back with his own answered aggression. Okay, when he came back with that, he threw 9, 10 shots. Bip, 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 bip. You know what I mean? The live was on fire. The live was on fire. You know, so, yeah, let me end this broadcast. But anyway, the live was on fire because then Usyk came away with it. Round 11, Usyk, that was an Usyk round. Round 12, by default, it was an Usyk round because AJ started to gas out similar of what he did in the first fight. He was out of gas. He didn't have any more left. The aggression was there. The desire was there, but he was out of gas. I think what you see, fatigue makes cowards of men. That doesn't mean you don't have heart. It doesn't mean you don't have desire. What it means, you're tired as hell. You have no energy. See, if you don't know what that's like, you don't know what that's like. I'm sorry. It just won't work for you. Okay? You'll never know. But at the end of the day, you know, Usyk did display a masterful night of boxing. And then the decision was close. 113 to 115 AJ, 113 to 15 Usyk, then 116 to 112 for Usyk. So it was a split decision win from Oleksandr Usyk. You know, AJ he's like, fuck, he's pissed off. He congratulates him. Usyk goes down in the middle of the ring, of course, to pray. Joshua does the same. He bends down in his traditional Muslim tradition of way of praying. Then he comes up with Usyk and he gives him a hug. Good sportsmanship. Now, here's the twist, people. Joshua leaves the round. He leaves the ring. He leaves the ring and he goes out and someone says something shitty to him and Joshua says, what? And then he was about to walk, then he turned around. What'd you say? And then I was like, oh shit. Then Joshua goes back up to the ring and then he comes and he hugs Oleksandr Usyk and he says, look, You know, how the fuck you win? I'll land more punches. How the fuck you win? I was like, damn, Josh was getting rowdy. He's erupting. You know what I mean? So then he grabs the Ukrainian flag. He wraps it around him. He starts this long fucking speech. And the speech was like, hey, you know, this guy did this. He's a big guy. You know, all these other guys have had adversity and they got beat. Yeah, he did ball bust Usyk too. Yeah, I forgot that. You know, that was right round 5. He hit him in the balls, okay? And I was like, uh-oh, that was bad. But Joshua did have some beautiful combinations to the body. However, back to the speech, because I'm looking at it right now, the recap. But back to the speech. He was saying like, hey, you know, you guys could throw many punches. He said, man, I'm a big guy. I was going to jail. Let me show you my story. If you knew my story, you knew my passion for this shit. Right? And it was kind of like, okay, this is a great fighter. Respect him. He's a good fighter. We put a lot on the line for this fight. Give it up for Usyk. Please, congratulate the champion. Now, does that mean he's retired? Does that mean he's calling it quits? I don't know. He said, I'm not a fucking amateur fighter. I haven't been fighting since 5, unlike Usyk. So he was really showing the differences between the pedigree of himself and Oleksandr Usyk. That's what he was doing as a justification. You know what I mean? Joshua did land some good shots in that fight, but he didn't land enough. And I think the punches, if Joshua would have landed as many punches as Usyk, Usyk would have been out of there. He would have been on out of there. He would have been, you know what I'm saying? Because Joshua was swinging for the fences. He was. You know what I mean? So because he had Usyk hurt a few times, but Usyk was able to show his own resilience, his own durability. You know what I mean? To show that, hey, it's more to me than just a punch. That's why I told everybody that would listen. It ain't about one shot you catch Usyk with. You can catch Usyk with a big shot. Sure, you can do that, but that won't really matter. That won't matter if you catch him with one shot. He's going to recover. Everybody talks about Tyson Fury has a good recovery, which he does. Shout out to Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. But Usyk also has his own level of recovery. Okay, and he showed it in this fight. Okay, so look, landed 170 punches landed for Usyk, 124 landed for Joshua. Okay, 492 thrown for Joshua, 712 thrown for Usyk. Okay, 25% punch accuracy for Joshua, 24% punch accuracy for Usyk. Power punches 280 for Joshua, 315 for Usyk. Okay, power punches landed 101 for Joshua and 131 for Usyk. That is that. Joshua left the ring. I'm looking forward to the press conference. We'll see what happens. We'll see what's revealed then. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Oleksandr Usyk once again defending the unified titles of the WBO, the IBF, the WBA, and the WBO, right? It's another one. The WBA, the WBO, the IBO, and the IBF. Cool. And you guys have been counterpunched. Peace.